Good day, YouTubers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all around the world. Where have I been? No, I'm sure some of you that follow the channel are wondering why I haven't posted the last couple of weeks. It's not like I didn't have another ship to work on. No, we had another hospital visit. Now, if you some that remember, we had a ICD implant, which is a pacemaker defibrillator, and that went pretty good. Recovered, other than the bump sticking out of my chest. Keeps my heart beating around 70 beats per minute. I weigh myself and take my blood pressure every morning. It's all great. At the same time that ICD implant was implanted, I'd been scheduled since January for a prostate biopsy. You know, all these geezers around that have to have a biopsy after you turn 50 years old. And they check your PSA level. Now, my PSA level elevated over the last year. I think the last time they checked it was a 9 level. You know, the reading was 9 PSA. So they said, oh, we want to do a biopsy targeted. And the scheduled time for that, when they discovered it in January, was March, and that was the same time that the ICD ended up being installed, because it was sort of an emergency that we made it through. So they had to put the biopsy off for another month or two. Well, 2 weeks ago, they did the biopsy. And praise God, the results of the biopsy test are negative. There is no cancer. It's benign, but it's enlarged. The prostate is. So after the procedure a couple weeks ago, the bleeding from the prostate went backwards up into the bladder. Ooh, gross. And it clotted up in the bladder and plugged up the pee hole. Ooh, gross. So I had to go back in to the emergency room and get a catheter put in and flushed out, because I couldn't pee. Yeah, and you got about a 2-week healing period after they do a biopsy, and they suspect that you will have blood in your urine and so on, but mine went too far, so they had to intervene. So we go through a period of a week or so in the hospital for 2 days, but then a period of a week or so after that with a catheter. And we went Friday last week to have the catheter pulled out, and I still couldn't pee. I had like 570 milliliters of fluid in me, and I couldn't pass it. So I had to put it back in. And it's going to stay in for another week or two. Just lovely. And you know, you look at life like I have all these tests and they're negative. Why am I doing these tests? They're torturing me. Yeah, good point. Why are you doing the test? Sort of like a colonoscopy. They ream it out and they don't find anything wrong. So why are you doing the colonoscopy? So we are literally suffering through another period of recovery that was sort of unnecessary because the biopsy results are negative. In the meantime, they poked and took samples from the prostate 14 times and penetrated the urethra. You know that makes you bleed. So now I'm in a position where I gotta heal, and hopefully after the week or so I'll be able to pull this catheter out and go back to normal functions. Maybe. If not, then we'll have to intervene with another scraping or laser, or I'm already on Flomax, which is doesn't seem to be helping, but there's like 10 different procedures they can do. Depends on how severe your prostate enlargement problem is. So we have not been putzing away on the ship because I just was bedrid for a while, and now I'm feeling better, but I'm not feeling motivated. You guys motivate me to keep on building, but this prostate problem took away my motivation, so I just don't feel like doing anything. I gotta mop the floor and vacuum today and make some brownies, and I'll go pick up some prescriptions at the pharmacy and maybe stop and visit my brother or something. But we're suffering through what seems like an endless battle. Of hospital visits and test procedures, all those lovely things you look forward to in life. So some of the simpler steps of the build are ahead here. We got the cannons ready almost. I got to add some blocks to the side blocks here, but I'm not going to work on this. I'm sort of discouraged, but at the same time happy because the results are negative and there's no cancer. So I got to be positive about the situation, and even though I have a catheter in me, and that is not lovely at all. So I'm able to sleep through the night in the bed, which is good, but it's just not comfortable getting up and down and doing normal things in life when you have a catheter in you. So I'm going to put up some pictures that my wife took while we were in the hospital, as we had to go 2 different times, I think. You know, one time right after the procedure, could be, and bladder was full of blood. And then a week or so later, when I spent 2 days in there. So just giving you guys an update of where I'm at and why I haven't posted my normal schedule model ship builds videos, and we will continue working on this little baby here, but it's going to be at my desires of feeling and not because you want me to. That's got to be my motivation, has to be from within. And you can't make me feel guilty for not working on it. I have too many other things going on. My three little chickens that we got, or baby chicks we got, are about half the size of a regular chicken now. And my daughter's moving up to North Carolina, so there's all kind of stuff that I'm living through that affect what I do and what time I have. So I will get back to this, and I hope you guys enjoy the content, and I hope you learn something from what we do, and I hope you trust in God that He will He's in control, even in this time in our country of turmoil and political strife. Just be thankful you're in America. Not most other countries are really sad compared to what we have. So until next time, and there will be some photos I'm going to stick in there after this, so don't hang up. Thanks for watching.